What's up, Bears fans? Merry Christmas to all, and we're doing a little Christmas Q&A here, so use hashtag Bears or Super Chat. And real quick before we start, how about you drop your favorite Christmas movie down in the chat? Let me know if you have a favorite Christmas movie. I'll be reading the comments when I get a sec. So let us know what your favorite Christmas movie is. I hope you guys are having a great couple of days here with your friends and your family. Favorite Christmas movie, and then get your questions in, hashtag Bears or Super Chat to get them on the show. From DC Viper, trade down with Seattle for their 2 first-round picks. Let them draft their QB, and we can take Anderson or Addison. This is the easiest trade to make sense. Yeah, I mean, listen, if Seattle wants to trade up a couple spots with the Bears, I'm down. Then you can draft Carter, Anderson, depending on who's there, Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston. I think trading down is definitely a possibility, regardless of if you have the first or the second pick. So that's definitely something that could be in play. From Timothy Smith, do you believe Fields would be more of a passer if he had a better supporting staff? Yes. Did you see that throw to Velus Jones in 30 miles an hour winds? Yes. Did y'all watch him in college when he had good players around him at the college level? Yes. If he has better talent around him, his passing numbers will go up. I have no doubts in my mind of that. Appreciate the super chat. Got to get him a better offensive line. Got to get him better weapons. From Nick Haynes, can't completely blame the offensive coordinator when the team is tanking. I hear what you're saying, but, like, players aren't actively losing. Like, do you think Dante Pettis is dropping passes on purpose? No. He's on a 1-year deal and was out of the league a year and a half ago. Like, he just stinks. Like, that's kind of the problem, right? Like, a lot of your good players are hurt, and you already don't have that many good players. So, yeah, like, I hear what you're saying, but I think Getsy, I'm not completely blaming Getsy, but I do think there's some blame there. Like, I think he can do a better job in certain situations. Both can be true. I do think the biggest problem is just the lack of talent overall. From Buggin, bad playing calling negates any level of player's talent. I mean, sure, but I don't think Getsy's sitting there calling an awful game for 4 quarters either. Do I think the game on Saturday was good? No, I don't. I don't think he called a great game. I thought they came out pretty solid. But at the end of the day, he's got to improve. The players got to improve. A lot has to improve for this Bears team to get better, and that starts with the roster. That's why I continue to say it. I'll keep saying it. This offseason is monumental for Ryan Poles. Dylan V is drafting Bryce Young possible. At the end of the day, Poles didn't draft him. I assume him meaning Justin Fields. Is it possible? Yes. Would I do it? No. Like, at least Justin Fields is mobile enough, which Bryce Young has some mobility, to do things with his legs behind this awful offensive line. Bryce Young, drafting him doesn't fix anything. You still don't have great receivers. You still have a bad offensive line. Like, I don't think that makes sense. You build around Fields this offseason, and if he doesn't continue to improve, then maybe you get a quarterback in 2024. But Fields has shown me a lot this year with his toughness, with what he's been able to do. I mean, no turnovers the last 2 weeks against Philadelphia and Buffalo with very little personnel next to him. I think that's pretty noteworthy. Is Justin Fields a franchise quarterback? What do you guys think? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Is Justin Fields a franchise quarterback? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know down in the comment section below. Shout out to Squibs with the super chat, showing love from a Bills fan. Hey, man, the Bears are trying to be the Bills, right? Build around a young quarterback, be to where Buffalo is in the next year or two. From Sean Sykes, if we end up with the first pick, how much value could we get in a trade down? You would think a lot, man. Like, people are going to want Bryce Young. People are going to want C.J. Stroud, even Will Levis. A lot of teams like Will Levis. So if you could get the number 1 overall pick, that would be huge. There's just no doubt about it. From John Baker, did Velus Jones redeem himself this game? I wonder if he was good enough to change minds. I think it was definitely a step in the right direction. Like, this was easily his best game against the Bills of the year, by far. Best game he played. Caught a nice deep ball from Justin. Had multiple nice kickoff returns. Caught a slant as well. I mean, did what he do today outweigh the bad plays he's had? I wouldn't say that. But I think it was a step in the right direction, and if he can finish strong with 2 more good games, I think that would be good momentum for him going into the offseason, which would be a nice plus for the Bears. Trade Talk Sports, why didn't we see Justin run a lot in this game? Do you think that has to do with the cold? And I thought we played better, but I wanted to see more Justin run. We didn't see that. I think the Bills took it away, man. I really do. Their defensive line is damn good. Milano, even though he's kind of dirty, is a good linebacker, can spy fields a little bit. So I think the Bills took it away. You saw a few times he tried to run, and they were swarming him. So credit Buffalo, man. Leslie Frazier's a hell of a defensive coordinator. I thought he did a really good job. Today's show is sponsored by Rocket Money, and if you want to save money, Rocket Money is the place to do it. Download the app today at rocketmoney.com/bearsnow. You can download it on your iPhone or your Android. Do you know how much your subscriptions really cost? Because guess what? Most Americans think they spend around $80 per month on subscriptions when the actual cost is closer to $200. That's right. You could be wasting hundreds of dollars each month on subscriptions you don't even know about. There's this app that I love using that takes care of that for me. It's called Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. This app shows you all of your subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. You may even find that you have been double charged for a subscription. To cancel a subscription, all you have to do is press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Get rid of useless subscriptions today with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/bearsnow. It is rocketmoney.com/bearsnow. Appreciate you guys for supporting our sponsors, and you're going to save money with Rocket Money. Here's a question from DC Viper. Trade for DeForest Buckner. Down. Say less. I mean, depends what the cost is, of course, but DeForest Buckner could be a game changer. Matt Eberflus talks time and time again how critical the three-tech defensive tackle is in this system. So, yeah, he could be a game changer. Now, am I giving up my top 3-4 pick for him, whatever he end up being? No, but would I take him on this team? Hell yeah. DeForest Buckner's a stud. He is an absolute star. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. We have time for a couple more here. Timothy, which free agents do you realistically see the Bears going after? Did Sanborn earn a long-term starting role? I don't know if I'd say long-term, but I think unless the Bears invest heavily in linebacker this offseason, I think he's definitely a starter next year. So, and by the way, they missed him severely versus Buffalo. The Bills ran down the Bears' throats, and that's where Sanborn has, been a positive for this team. They actually did a great job on Philly's rushing attack a week ago when he was out there. So I think he's a starter next year. Long-term, we'll see, but I think for sure right now, heading into next season, he is. DC Viper, do the Bears regret letting Matt go? This team has not been the same without him. I mean, answer this question, DC Viper. With Khalil Mack, how many more wins do the Bears have this year? Maybe one? I don't think it makes that big of a difference. You got a second-round pick. You got Jaquan Brisker because of that trade, who's younger and a guy who's going to be here for years. Mack may have been here for a couple more years. I don't think the Bears would have repaid him when his current contract ran out. So you live with that trade and you move on. It is what it is. Now, what is the biggest position of need for the Bears this offseason? Let me know down in the comments. Biggest position of need, is it defensive tackle, defensive end, offensive tackle, center, guard, corner, linebacker, receiver? Let us know. Biggest positional need. Andrew Cummins, even in a losing season, what do you think about the culture Flus is building? I think the culture's pretty good. I mean, losing 8 in a row, that's going to weigh on a team. I mean, it just is. But I think the guys who are going to be here beyond this year understand that this is a process now. For guys on a 1-year deal, the Byron Pringles, the Dante Pettises of the world, they may not care about that. They're fighting for their careers. But I think the young guys understand that it's going to take time for this to build into something sustainable. NRG, bro, not Bears related, but it's crazy how trash the Bill Belichick coaching tree is. Random, but yeah, it's not great. It's actually not great. From Sean Sykes, did we bring back Vic Fangio? So it's funny you say that. There's a report out there that Sean Payton wants to get back into coaching next year as a head coach, and that he wants to bring Vic Fangio on as DC. Let me first say this. The Bears are not firing Flus after 1 year, so get that thought out of your head. But a Sean Payton, Vic Fangio combo would be pretty appealing for a lot of teams. I mean, you think of like Arizona if they move on from Cliff Kingsbury, Seattle if they move on from Pete Carroll, Carolina potentially. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't think the Bears are going to fire Flus or Alan Williams, so don't think that's going to happen here. Appreciate you guys for getting your questions in on today's mailbag. A reminder to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/BearsNow. youtube.com/BearsNow. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll see you soon with another video.